What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Ford Era and another episode of What the Truck. We are here in Snohomish, Washington. My buddy Brian. Brian, what the truck?
This is my baby.
What are we looking at over here?
77 F250, obviously crew cab, 4x converted. Didn't start off as a 4x. I couldn't live with it not being a 4x.
So tell me the story on this thing. People that don't know it, give me who are you and what's the story with this?
So I have played with old Fords for years and got out of it. Kyle kind of got me back into it, and I wanted a crew cab. So I bought one, beater of course, and kind of realized it's great, but I wanted a nicer one. So I put out the word to everybody I knew, if you see a Survivor truck that could be washed up and driven, that was just decent, didn't have to be that nice, just decent, I'd love it. And thank goodness our good old buddy Dan from Wyoming calls Kyle one morning and says, I got your dad's truck for you. And we're like, huh? Well, I wasn't there. Kyle was on the phone. And Dan had previously, before he called Kyle, a few minutes before, sent him pictures. So Kyle's talking to him, the pictures come through. So Kyle tells him, Dan, we don't want a restored truck, we want an old Survivor. He don't want a restored one, that's the point. Dan's like, it's not restored, it has 42,000 original miles. Oh, okay, tell me more. So of course he told him more, and Kyle said, yes, buy it for sure. He didn't talk to me yet, but he didn't need to. It was an easy decision. So he came out in the shop in the morning and showed it to me, and I, like, my heart dropped. I'm like, no way, this isn't even possible. Is it viable? And he says, yes. I said, you know who has it? And he says, yeah, Dan has it. And I'm like, seriously? And he says, already committed to buying it, here's how much it is. I was beside myself. I couldn't wait to go get it. Saw the pictures, I'm like, oh my goodness. And
so at that time, how much different does it look from then to now? Like overall, how much different?
It looked beautiful already. I have polished it lightly. Zero paintwork's ever done. But I polished it, but it used to be a two-wheel drive. They pretty much never played with the truck, but they put some ugly aluminum wheels on there that weren't stock. Very fortunately, they left the original hubcaps in the back seat. They put an ugly rear bumper on there that's chrome that was not right, so now I have the best one I could find of the group.
So when you did, tell me about the four-wheel drive conversion that you did on it.
Well, the four-wheel drive conversion was pretty extensive. If anybody knows these trucks and knows them very well, the crew cab is essentially on a highboy chassis, even though it's a two-wheel drive. I can get into great detail, but I think I'll save it with the troubles. I had to kill a super cab to get the front clip out of to make it work right. I had to kill an F250 four-wheel drive to get the transmission and all the stuff to do that. Killed another truck to get the Dana 60 out of the front, which probably isn't even correct for this year of a truck. And so since it's a late front clip, they normally sit lower, so it has lift springs to match the height of a highboy, because I don't like them that low.
It looks so good. To me, it's like the perfect height.
Then I powder, it's the same exact height as a highboy. If it was a highboy 77, it'd be the correct height, but it's technically the clip I put in is a 77, 8, or 9, so then it needed a little bit of a lift to match a highboy.
And then those are the original 16-inch wheels?
Correct. Powder coated. Original hubcaps, of course.
And the good old super lugs. How do you like them?
You know, I'm good with them. They drive out nice. I've never had them balanced. I've drove this truck now probably 6,000+ miles with them on there, and they're great. Totally, barely noisy, not much. They ride smooth. They drive nice. I tow my camp trailer with it on the back all the time. No issues.
How many? So you said you put about 6,000 miles on the truck.
I put 7 on it since I got it, but about 6,000 with these tires.
Okay, so since 4x4 you've been.
Yeah.
That's a lot. And in what, a year and a half, 2 years?
Year and a half, about 2. No, I went to Good Guys with it the first time ever. Year and a half, yeah.
That's awesome. And about half those miles are probably towing, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So what's under the hood?
It's the 460 two-wheel drive deal because they never came with a 460 as a 4x, as everybody knows. So it's the original motor that came in the truck when it was new. I lightly played with it. I changed the cam and lifters. Probably have the wrong intake, actually, I know I do. MSD, other than that, it's pretty original still. And since the 4x never came with a 460, I had to modify the power steering bracket to clear the box and this and that. But if you look at it closely, you'll never know I played with it, but I did, because I like my truck to look purely 100% original, even if it isn't. So every part on this conversion was down to Ford parts.
You did such a good job on it. Alright, so just from front to back for you guys, the only thing I know we put these headlights on. So these are the Dapper OE7s. Those were cool, and then everything else is exactly how I had it.
I did do a few minor little things that aren't pure, like correct to the vintage of the truck. If you look closely, and I don't know the name of the company, these are like a stainless steel repop. These are an aluminum repop. Every other part in there is original stuff, but as people know, the stalkers fade, the red fade out. The stainless I had were already, or the chrome, they were already good, but I just went with these anyway. There's not too much played with and changed other than pure original on this truck, though. I've been pretty adamant about not having anything changed or modified.
You guys ready to see? Pretty much the cleanest interior. It's insane how nice the interior is on this. I feel like
there's nowhere.
It's so good.
The stitching in the seats are white and bright. There's no fraying or deterioration of this, even the white stitching or anything. Trust me, I always question, how could this be? But it is.
I just love how much it's like the perfect truck and the perfect guy found it. You know what I mean? Like when the right owner gets the truck, it just makes it even better.
Look at this steering wheel. There's not a single deterioration crack in that. Like these period correct steering wheels always have a split in them somewhere. It's shiny and bright. I mean, I always amaze myself when I look at this thing.
Well, I think we might need to fire it up because everyone's going to be curious, how does it sound? This truck is so cool. Tailgate's awesome. It must have had like a camper or something.
They had a canopy in there, and they tried to seal it up. Look right here, they drilled holes, and they had like a weather strip seal in here, and they tried to seal that. I don't know what they were up to.
It had a fifth wheel in it.
It had a fifth wheel when I got it.
Okay.
I still have that plate laying around here. Damn it, I wish they didn't drill them holes in the floor, but whatever.
I mean, it's original. You know what I mean?
It's fine. I can't change it.
It's not as nice as straight of a bed floor, too.
Yeah, the bed floor is choice. You know, all this stuff, like the plating on everything, it's kind of like surprising. You know, they made some old Mickey Mouse spare tire thing, and
it worked.
Part of me wants to take it out and part of me don't care.
Yeah, but then you're going to have the holes there.
I was at a show one day and my good friend that's the pickiest person on earth, he's like, so I'm just curious, why do you have all this in your steak pocket? I never even knew it was there, but I guess that's the Canopy. I didn't even know it was on there.
That's funny. Oh, man.
Yeah, it's got a comp cam. You can barely notice that it's oversized, just ever so slightly. That was with the help of our good old buddy Wes Nelson. He helped me a little bit with the motor particulars.
Rest in peace. Alright, I think we need to go gonna take this thing for a little cruise.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Now we're on we're cruising.
Yeah, look at
This thing is comfy.
this. This thing has great. I drive the heck out of this thing in the summer, only in good weather, and it's nice on a long road trip because you never feel like you wished you got out of it. You're good.
Do the seats still have like a really good spring in them? Like,
Yeah, they're all the padding's good. When you drive it, you don't find a salt shaker of dust underneath the bottom of the seat like normally in these old things.
got a cassette deck in there.
Oh yeah, dated to the dinosaur age. That's how they did it back in my day. You were a sophisticated fella if you had a cassette track instead of an 8-track.
Headliner is so nice too.
Yeah.
You don't even feel the cam.
It's very mild. It's a torque cam. It's when it's cold you can barely notice a tiny bit. No, it's all good. This thing's smooth as can be.
Plans with it? Just keep clocking miles and enjoying?
Yeah, I'm going to change the intake on the motor because I'm not happy with this one. I'm going to change the carburetor because I don't like this one, and I'm going to try to get a little bit more power out of it and a little bit more mileage out of it.
What kind of mileage are you getting out of it right now?
Not towing about 12, towing about 5.5.
I mean, that's not bad for not towing.
No, it's okay. It's 3.5 gears in the thing, so it's better not towing than towing. We're gonna have to turn around.
Okay.
I was gonna, of course, go with all this newfangled fancy running gear, and I decided how period correct this whole truck is. I think I should just leave it as the time capsule it is and don't play with it. I got several others I can do all that stuff too.
I agree.
I think it might be the better move.
I agree. The only thing I would do to this truck, honestly, is put it in my name.
Well, don't worry, it's in my name.
That's the second best option.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so we were just hanging out, walking around the truck, looking at it, had a really fun little cruise, and then we pulled over to this awesome spot and give you guys a walk around one more time of how beautiful this thing is. Man, Washington State killing it today on the weather. It is just gorgeous. But this F250 though. All right, guys, so I think that's all she wrote, Brian. Got anything else you want to tell them?
Nope.
Well, thank you so much for letting us check out the truck, hanging out with us. If you guys can, go follow him on Instagram, Brian Delfel. And if you guys don't already, subscribe to Ford Era. What are you doing? You could hit the subscribe. If you can, smash the like button on the video and then drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about this one, and we'll see you in the next video.